some music. Oh, this is all we need tonight for Love in the Storm. Yes. Oh. What's going on, guys? This is actually my first live on YouTube. You guys need to find me on TikTok. I don't know. I feel more comfortable over there for some reason. No offense. Just, you know, just like the way it is over there. So, let's see what's going on. Chat reminded me that I had something called The Storm. And so that's what we're going to do tonight. I'm just trying to see all of this stuff here, because I have never done, I have never done a live here. So what is all of this? No, I don't need all of that. Okay. So, okay. I was getting y'all some music. I think that's where I left off. Just a little something, something. What we want to do? Afro beats? Y'all want Afro beats? Oh, you know what? I heard this lady is back. What was her name? Delilah. Let's see. She's back on TikTok, but I'm going to check. Let me put YouTube on here. Let's get some love and romance going on. This is The Storm. Let me see. Y'all can hear it. Delilah. How do you spell Delilah? Okay, Delilah. Radio show. I don't want to hear her voice. I just want to hear her songs. Old time radio for sleeping. I'm scared to play that. I'm scared. Let's see what happens. Because I don't know whose old time it is. Okay, I like that. A key. We're doing astrology and tarot. I like that. Let's see. An evening of old time radio. What year? You can't just say old time. That could be anything. Oh no, we're not doing this. They mean old time. No, we're not doing this. Oh. What is this? All right, I'm looking too deep in this. I don't think nothing gonna come out of it. I ain't got no beats. This ain't working. We are not doing it. Let me just get some music to feel, you know, y'all get your questions together. I'm coming. Let me just get us some good tunes. I'm trying to think. Let's do, when was Lady in Red? What year was that? That's the 80s? 80s. Slow jams. All right. Grown and Sexy. Let's go. Grown and Sexy for The Storm. Uh-oh. They got a picture of the cassette. You know this gonna be fire. Alright. So let's see what's going on. I'm gonna figure out what deck is going on. What's up, David Harper 7906? So the funny thing is, when I first learned about tarot on YouTube, it was like, oh my God, like there was just so much going on. There was so many readers. I was up till like 3 in the morning. So I said, I know y'all out here. I know you watching it. So let me hook y'all up and give you a late night reading and see what's going on in the storm. All right. So messages from Spirit. These fans ain't sleeping. Let's see what's going on. Okay. The moon is out here tonight. What's going on with the moon? What's going on with the moon? I really like to do, I like to have my chart out before I do these readings because we got to know what's going on. So where's the moon? Today's what is today? Saturday, Sunday? On the 15th? Is that right? What's today's date? Oh, is it really the 22nd? Oh my God. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Okay, so for Sunday, we got a Taurus moon. All right. I look at Taurus moons like money moons. So I always encourage you guys to learn astrology, know where these signs are in your houses, and go for that. But Taurus is money. Taurus is, it rules the second house. So this is your values. These are things that really mean to you. These are things that, you know, you're going to put a lot of time and a lot of effort in. And, you know, it's a fixed placement. So you're going to be a little stubborn in this area of life. Okay. But again, it's things of high value, things that you love, you treasure, you adore, you build, you invest in. Okay. So anyway, so the moon is there today, but the moon card has come out. And, you know, this always talks about family. It talks about a resurrection. It talks about an elevation, something that is putting you in a situation of elevation. Now, it is reversed, all right? There is a reversal. And so, you know, sometimes I can talk about things not, you know, being revealed because I look at the moon as the highest expression. And so something is hindering this action. Something is hindering something from coming to its full fruition. Jack's Clips, what's up? What's going on? If y'all got questions, this is it. Because I don't know how often I'm going to be doing these readings for y'all. I'm going to try to do more, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to try to do it more. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, things ain't happening right now. Things are happening. The Reaper has come out. The Reaper comes up to clean up house. Okay? And then the Ace of Scepters came out reversed. So when the Ace of Scepters comes out, you know things are about to start, actions about to start, but it's reversed. Okay? So, you know, let's keep it moving. Oop. And then now the Queen of Cups has come out. So this could be a feminine. This could be talking about a feminine in the collective. Okay, this is someone who's very generous. It's a Scorpio nature. It's a Scorpio card, a Scorpio feminine. So this could be someone who's very generous in your life. This could talk about finances. It could talk about joint finances. All right. But it looks like, you know, things are kind of on hold. Things are kind of on hold here. And people are trying to clean up some stuff. Like it's given us silence. It's given us silence as though somebody is trying to figure out something. And then we have the Star here. So just as I said that, the Star came out. And so the Star speaks about the truth. All right. So somebody is trying to figure out the truth about the situation. All right. There could maybe not be clarity. The moon has come out reversed. So something could not be clear, or something is about to be revealed due to non-action. That could be the case too. People aren't moving. People aren't making moves. And in that in itself is revealing the truth. Gemini also rules communication. Okay. And it's a mental card. It deals with your mental health as well. So just keep that in mind. And then the Six of Swords. Okay. So that's like somebody's trying to come out of the, somebody is trying to sail into calmer waters. All right. So it's like someone's on the outs. There's no action, there's no communication, and the Reaper is here. What was the last thing that I said? I saw, oh, the Six of Swords. Yeah. So the Reaper is here. And I think that the Reaper, you know, the more that I look at the Reaper, right? The more, let me take that up. I don't know what that is. I gotta take that off. I don't know how that happened. All right, ignore that. I mean, I'll answer questions, but ignore that. So yeah, I mean this. All right, the Reaper. That's where I left off. The Reaper to me is a feminine energy. In another deck, it kind of related the Reaper to the Empress, right? Now, the Reaper is 13 and the Empress is a 3, all right? So that's a 10 in between. So there's a change of fortune for the Empress. Or it also shows it as the Empress as the Reaper with, in a feminine aspect with wings, okay? So it's like after the Empress has risen and gone through her trials and tribulations, the Reaper is like, she looks back, or she looks back to see retribution. It's kind of like retribution. And so that's the energy. That is the energy here. I also see the Queen of Diamonds here. So this is the wife of the deck. This could be talking about a marriage. The Empress just came out too. This could be talking about a marriage. It could be talking about a long-term relationship. The Queen of Coins is a financial. She's a money maker. She's a breadwinner. She holds the coin. And another thing I like about the Queen of Coins is they say she's kind of far-reaching. So she's going to take care of her domain. She's going to make sure she knows everything that's going on. And in this deck, in this selection, she is the Empress here, right? So I'm going to pull another deck, but you know, it can talk about patience. Taurus can talk about patience. They have a lot of patience. Like, you got to do a lot to get, a Taurus to move. And again, you got to know what house you're in, okay? The Magician is in the house. Jesus Patino. Let's see. The Knave of Pentacles. Yeah, this could be a trickster. This looks like a trickster here. Okay. We got some coins out here. We've got some wands out here. The Hermit is out. Okay. The Hermit is out here tonight. So it looks like, you know, someone is trying to find the signs. They're trying to figure out which way to go. They're trying to figure out which way to go, but there's this energy of a trickster. There's a trickster in this energy, okay? There's a trickster in this energy. And it's caused someone to go within. It's caused the Hermit to come out, okay? So the Hermit is an energy of someone who goes within to understand things and reveal things and then to bring it back out, all right? But someone is in the middle, and it's like they don't know what direction to go to, as though maybe you could have a choice. Maybe you have an option between two people, and you're looking at in a direction of maybe someone who you don't know what's going to go on over there. You don't know what's going to happen in that direction. Or in the past, you were very confused by this person. And so now you're wandering, you're trying to figure out what's going on. And Spirit is saying, you know, to kind of go within, all right? To go within and to find a wisdom within. There's a wisdom and a lesson that you need to learn from this, all right? Let me see what else is here. The Six of Coins has come out. So the Six of Coins, traditionally, it talks about an equality. It talks about a fairness and something that needs to be balanced. That's what's causing the confusion, as though there was some kind of imbalance. Okay, there was some kind of imbalance, and a lot of times the six of coins can talk about the breath. It rules the breath, right? The air. It signifies if you can breathe in a relationship, right? And so it was very difficult to breathe in this relationship. And so something had to give. The Sage energy is here. The Hermit energy is here. So let's see what's coming out with the Hermit. A Three of Cups. Okay, so there was something that you had high expectations for something. You've gone within. It's saying to go within because of these high expectations. All right, this is giving disappointment. So there was a disappointment, and Spirit is saying, I don't want to say give up. Let me go on, because let me see the third card from there. But the Hermit and the Three of Cups reversed. Let me let that come out, because that joint just jumped out there. The Queen of Cups. Okay, so the Queen of Cups has come out in this deck. So this person that caused confusion over here, they offered you something. They offered you something and kind of put you on a pedestal. But at the same time, there was something about resources being shared. So maybe you were giving money. Maybe they gave money. Maybe they gave money, because this is the past. Let's see what's happening in the future. Let's see what happened after that. Okay, so yeah, you're using your intuition now. You're vigilant about what's going on around you. All right. And maybe you're aware of the inequality. Maybe the inequality was something that was hidden before, and now you know exactly what's going on. Like there's no, it's very difficult to keep secrets in this energy. The Queen of Cups is out here. This is a Scorpion energy. Scorpions rule the power of investigation. Maybe you guys looked into something, or maybe you used your spiritual gifts, because the High Priestess came out. And so that's an energy of someone who looks within. The veil is who looks behind the veil in that energy. And so let me see. The Emperor came out. And the Five of Pentacles. Let me think about this one. So the Hermit is an energy of wisdom. You go within for wisdom. Okay, I just got it. So you had to go within to understand why something that you had such high hopes for failed. Okay? And not only did it fail, but it's forcing you to make some kind of decision. The Five of Pentacles did come out. I see a bus in there. The Five of Pentacles can talk about a vehicle. It's so funny how, you talk, but the answer is there. It's like sitting there in your subconscious. So it just hit me. You're in contemplation about something that didn't go right, okay? And now you're forced to make a decision, because the Five of Coins talks about someone who's riding the wrong horse, all right? And by that, they mean you're trying to get somewhere. You're trying to reach some type of high height, but you're doing it in the wrong manner. There's something underhanded. There's something unscrupulous. There is some, and there's another person involved here. It could have been more than one person who put you in a situation of contemplation. But it did fall out with the Emperor. And so, I could easily look at it as the Emperor was trying to ride the wrong horse. All right. There's a story of how Pegasus and I don't remember the name of the individual, but someone was trying to ride Pegasus up to Mount Olympus. And if you guys studied Greek mythology, you'll know what I'm talking about. And when they got high up to the highest heights, Pegasus drops them down, right? And, the moral of the story was you can rise high. You can get high, okay? You can do criminality. You can be wicked. You can do evil things, and you can reach to high heights. Just look at, what's his face? I don't want to mention his name. And I was really thinking about that, right? I'll say his name one time, just so we know who we're talking about. But Epstein, right? If he was as wicked as he was, how did he get to the position that he was in, so that he could reach every single corner of government, business? He just infiltrated everything, right? And it's easy to deceive up until a certain point. Once you reach that level where you're like telling yourself that you're God, you get knocked off of that horse real easy, okay? And so we had the Emperor that came out with the Five of Coins, all right? Maybe your Emperor is on the bus, okay? But there's some mode of transportation. This could be about a vehicle. There's some kind of mode of transportation that maybe there is something going on that is underhanded. Something's underhanded going on in this situation, and it's forcing you to give up, to be disappointed, and to no longer have these expectations, okay? So let me see what this one is saying. Because, yeah, there's a lot of energies out here, but the circus is out. Let's just put it that way. The circus is out. What are these people doing over here? My cats. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah. So this goes right along with this disappointment here, because the Three of Pentacles is an energy of, it can be deception as well, okay? It's lupus. It's the wolf. And, what is it? The wolf, a wolf in sheep's clothing, a sheep in wolf's clothing, the sheep in wolf's clothing, right? And so someone could have been preying on someone's innocence, preying on someone's money. But the Three of Coins is an attempt at a resolution, okay? When the Three of Coins comes out, it is an attempt at a resolution. So somebody could be trying to resolve things. Somebody could be trying to get money to resolve things. But there is also this type of deception in there as well. All right? So you guys just be careful. Be mindful of that deception that could be in the air. There could be a wolf lurking. And then the Knight of Swords. So somebody may try to come. Somebody may try to rush in. You may get a visit from someone. Okay. I can't say that they necessarily have good wishes for you, but you may get a visit from someone. Okay. Maybe they'll be offering something with these Three of Pentacles, but they could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay. So be mindful of that. The sun could come out. Okay, so something could be revealed. There could be a playful energy that could change the mood. Okay. Somebody could be very childish coming in. Because this one has a child on the horse, so that's interesting. Okay. So let's see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Not like to take cards off the floor. And the Nine of Swords came out. All right. So this is an energy. This is another deceptive energy, but it's a deception of self, right? So it can talk about lack of sleep. People can't sleep because of things that are on their mind. That could be you or your person who's unable to sleep. Okay. You may feel, the Nine of Swords, one more sword and everything's destroyed. Okay. So this is a heavy burden that's on your mind as to why you can't sleep. You're constantly thinking about things. Okay. It can also talk about health. And the deception part is a lie that maybe you're telling yourself or you're telling others, okay? But it's not reconciling with who you are. When you look in the mirror, you see one thing, but your representation and presentation to others is another. And it's causing an imbalance. It's causing mental challenges. It's causing you to lose sleep, okay? So this is the storm. We're going to see what else is coming out. And then the Empress came out again. Okay? And so this is kind of an energy where, a love of self, growth, balance, creation, creativity. Okay? This is the ability to give birth to something. So maybe there's something that you guys are working on right now. Let that take precedent. Bring that creative energy, because I did see the Sun card come up. And then the Ten of Cups is out here. So make sure there's a warmth in your home. Make sure there's a happiness in your home. If you don't do it, who's going to do it? Okay? A lot of us are stuck on a story, stuck on something that is to be, something that could come in the future. But you want to deal with the reality of things. Okay? You want to deal with the reality of things and make sure that you check the temperature of your home, right? Know when to push back, know when to push forward, know when to give, know when to make decisions, and more importantly, not to let anyone hurt you within your home. Okay? I think I'm gonna pull out. Do I got something over here? Ooh, the magical hours. Yes, let's see what they're talking about. Okay. Let's see what these magical hours are talking about. But yeah, just be careful of deception, of people trying to pull the wool over your eyes, okay? Because there was a lot of that energy in that other deck. So be mindful of that. So let's see what's going on in the magical hours. I saw this deck at like 3 a.m. one morning and I was like, wow. It was telling me so much information. If I can open the deck. You don't want to come out tonight? In the night hour, in the late hours? Isn't that what we doing here? It's in your title. Oh. deck is huge and my hands are small. Give me a minute. The Four of Cups. Page of Pentacles is out here. I gotta do this in the wrong way. So the Four of Wands is out here. The Four of Wands can talk about somebody that wants to be in control, as though they need to let go of some type of control that they need. The Page of Pentacles has come out. Okay, Four of Wands. Who wants to come out? What's the message collected today, Spirit? Okay. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles keeps coming out. The Five of Pentacles keeps coming out. And the lesson of the Five of... Well, let me look at this card, because each card wants to tell you. They want to speak to you. Yeah, somebody has got themselves in a situation. They're stuck. They're trying to make root in a place that it's just not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 moons. This could be something that has been going on for 5 months. Maybe it'll go on for another 5 months. Okay? But somebody has made root. It's like they're stranded. It's like somebody is stranded somewhere. I don't know who this message is for, but somebody's stranded. And they need help. Yeah, I mean, this is a coin, but there's so much emotion in this card. I maybe even fear. There's a fear of how they're going to get out of this situation. Okay? But y'all, you want to be mindful of that, okay? Let's see what else is coming out here. Fives talk about change. These are situations that are constantly changing. So there could have been some situation and someone is trying to figure out how to get out of that situation. It could talk about money, because this is a coin. And then the Chariot is back out here. So this could, you know, go into that stranded business. Maybe there's no motion. There's a direction that somebody chose that they're not happy with. Okay? They could be at a distance. This could be someone who is far away from you. This could be a long distance relationship. Okay? But the Chariot comes out when there's time to make a decision. You have to go left or right. Okay? It's called a T-square in astrology. You have to go left or right. And so somebody has to make a move. It's very, you know, I'm looking at this card. I'm like, how are they going to do it? How are they going to make this move? Like, this is, I'm feeling their contemplation. I don't know how they're going to get out of this situation. I don't know how they're going to get out of this situation. Okay. But again, there's a vehicle involved, or maybe there's a lack of vehicle involved because the Chariot's reversed. Okay. Let's see what else is coming out. Three of Swords is out. Three of Swords is out. I mean, it didn't fall on the table, but the Three of Swords talks about heartbreak. How's the Chariot out here, Spirit? Something wanted to come out. That was me. I'm gonna put them back. If it wants to come out, it'll come back out. The Reaper's back. The Reaper is back. Okay. The Reaper comes to clean up house. The Reaper comes to clean up house. And the Queen of Wands is here. This is someone who's protected. There is somebody who is stranded. They've made some kind of decision. They rode the wrong horse. A lot of times they'll show someone, you know, on a mountain or going up. These people are stranded on some kind of rock in the water. All right? And the boat is leaving. Is the boat coming to save them? This boat looks like it's leaving. It does not look like it's coming to rescue anyone. So there's someone who's stranded, who took some kind of direction that failed them. The Chariot is out here reversed, okay? So they don't know what to do. They don't know what direction that they need to be going in, all right? And then the Death card came out. Okay? So, this is more like, you know, the Death card here, sitting here, it's like something behind the scenes. It doesn't seem like an action that somebody is taking. It's as though something behind the scenes. This is a spiritual energy. There is a spiritual energy. Somebody's name could start with M. We could have a Z. Let me see why the Death card came out. Let me see why the Reaper's out here. Why is the Five of Coins out here, Spirit? Communication. Somebody wants a position in your life. They're stranded because they want a position in your life. Does that make sense? Or maybe someone thought being stranded would get them a position in your life. This is like manipulation. This is giving manipulation. Let me keep it going. The Ace of Cups just came out reversed. So there's no decision being made. There's no love being made. The emotions are like being cut off right now. Okay? Why is the Reaper here? Why is the Reaper here? Mario, what's good? Moon. What are these people doing? Tiffany, what's up? Rain. Okay. So the Reaper is here and then the Moon reversed. So if the Moon was upright, this is something that I don't necessarily look at the Moon as something hidden. I look at it as a time of something being revealed. But the fact that it's reversed is something hidden. It's something hidden, the fact it's reversed. And so the Reaper is coming out because something is hidden. Okay, got it. So the Reaper is here to reveal secrets. Okay? Something has been hidden. Maybe something happened in these moon cycles, but the Reaper is here to make sure that it is going to be revealed. All right? So stay vigilant. And let's see what's going on here. This card's jumping out. The Ace of Swords is reversed. Okay, so someone was stranded over here because they wanted a position. And they have put themselves in a situation because the Ace of Swords reversed, I mean upright, is someone who's trying to get themselves out of the cold. Okay, they pick up their sword. So maybe someone's put their sword down. Okay, but regardless, they're stuck. Yeah, they do not know how. Someone doesn't know how to get themselves out of a situation, guys. Somebody is really stuck in the situation. Now, this is the past. This is how they were feeling, but somebody is stuck in the situation. And I'll pull some cards for the outcome, but somebody's stuck in a situation, in a location, a physical location that they're stuck in. Y'all hear that? Yes. The world. So a door may open. Okay, so this one was talking about someone who can't make a decision. Their emotions are all over the place, and that a door needs to open. So something has to give. You guys are at wit's end. Something gotta give. What's good, Ashley? Something gotta give. Y'all up with me at 2 a.m. in the morning? You are welcome. More than welcome to join me. Come on in, guys. Okay. And then the last one was the Eight of Cups. So somebody wants to walk away, or something's going on over here. So let me see what's here. The Three of Swords. The Three of Swords already came out, and now it's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, but it's reversed. All right. The Three of Swords talks about separation. It talks about heartbreak. On the spiritual side, it can talk about communicating with the other side as though the veil is thin. This is a Capricorn card. Okay, so it's a winter card. Something could have happened in the winter. Something could have happened in Capricorn season. Okay. Which was what, last month, January, ended December, January. Okay. So let me look at this Reaper over here again. Okay. So you see this card? This is what I think I told you guys earlier when I was talking about the Reaper. And in this deck, she's a female. You see her? So this is, and I don't know where the other card was, but this just gave me the impression of like, the queens are earthly, okay? The queens are the trials and the tribulations that you need to make on the earth. Once you reach Empresshood, this isn't the Empress. Once you reach Empresshood, this is now your divinity. This is like the heavenly realm, okay? The ethereal realm, right? And it's like the Reaper is the Empress going back to the earth to clean up house, right? Anybody who did her dirty, anybody who's trying to do her man dirty. Because when you think about the moon and the sun, right? The sun is the moon in the day. The sun is the light in the day, and the moon is the light at night, right? The moon still has the same responsibilities as the daytime. But because there's no light, people think they can get away with things. And the moon is the eye. It's the watcher. So it watches through the sky. And that's the feminine principle. So the feminine principle watches to maintain, to see that the law is maintained. The sun is the lawgiver. The feminine at night is there to make sure that everything stays status quo. What her man told you to do in the daytime, make sure you're doing it at night, okay? The Reaper comes for those that want to transgress, okay? And I just find it so funny that in this deck, she's a female, because it never crossed my mind to look at the Reaper as a feminine. You always see it with the man and the black, and then the what is it, the Sith, the Scythe, or however you pronounce that word? But this one is a female, and it makes so much sense. Like, if you want revenge, who's the best person to go to? So anyways, the Reaper has come because something needs to be revealed. Something is hidden. And then there's someone that wants to walk away, or they're not walking away yet. Let me see what this actually looks like. Yeah, there's something heavy, and there's something burdening them. And then this thing just gave me a reference to a quarter moon. So let me see. Because the tarot cards will give you timing too. So this is the 22nd. The 24th. Something could happen on the 24th in that Gemini moon. That's the first quarter moon. Okay, so keep that date in mind. But yeah, something about to go down. That's what this reading is giving. Something's about to go down, because past, present, future is how I'm reading this deck. These are the causes and these are the outcomes. I'm gonna do one more. Let me do one more row just to give an outcome. Spirit, what's the outcome of this? And I want to look at this Eight of Cups a little harder, because I think this could have more to tell me. This Eight of Cups has a little bit more that it wants to say. The Hermit. The Hermit talks about the Sage. Wisdom. Okay. Whoever's stuck, whoever's stranded, they're going to have to go within. It's like they're being forced to go within mentally, to go within spiritually, to learn. Maybe there's some lesson that they need to learn. Okay. But that's going to be the outcome of this energy here of whoever was stranded, whoever rode the route, whoever was stranded due to some type of position that they wanted, and their inability to get themselves out of the storm is going to force them into a hermit position. It's going to force them to think. It's going to force them. I just had to think about what the Hermit was for a second. I had to think about what the number 9 was for a second. Yeah, this is someone who is not going to be able to think about themselves. They're going to have to think about what's best for all, what's for the greater good, as though the manipulation didn't work, it didn't benefit them in their favor, okay? And so now they're going to have to go within, they're going to have to use wisdom, they're going to have to dive into their divinity to make this correction here. And what's going on here with the Chariot reverse? 9 of Pentacles. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. So what did I say here? Someone needs to make a decision over here because of the lack of emotion, the lack of love, and a new chapter that needs to open. But it's still, this is the present, and so people are still stuck, okay? The 9 of Pentacles is someone who's very reasonable, someone who uses their mind, okay? But again, it's reversed. So right now, people are still not using their mind. They still see themselves stuck over there. Yeah, they're still stuck over there. So that's the present there. And that's 9 of coins is 9, 8, 7. That's Gemini. Gemini again. So people still don't want to communicate at this time. They don't want to say nothing to each other. The 4 of Pentacles. This could be something financial. Let me see the card. This could be money related. There could be some type of struggle with finances. There could be retribution due to finances too, because the Death card is at the top. And these guys came out too. What's this talking about? The 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, there was some kind of investment. Maybe the retribution is on an investment that failed. And then the King of Cups is here. A wolf. Didn't we just talk about the wolf? The King of Cups is giving, this card. This is interesting. So this is giving the King of Coins energy. The King of Coins is deceptive, or the King of Coins is willing to do anything for their coin, okay? This is the King of Cups. This is a masculine energy that wants to hold tight to their emotions. This guy is like chilling over here. I didn't see if he was was he reversed? He was reversed. I had to turn him over. So yeah, somebody could be, it's giving unremorseful. That's what it's given. Somebody is unremorseful about their actions. Are you willing to write the word tree on a piece? Trees of our lives. Right? It's given somebody is unremorseful about an investment. Somebody is unremorseful. So that doesn't look too promising because this is the future. This is this is given, shit's about to hit the fan. This is giving retribution. This is giving a lot has happened. And now the Reaper has to come to clean up. And, you know, in some decks, in some schools, the Reaper can talk about a transformation that needs to happen. Okay. But regardless, after the Reaper's done, you have no choice but to pick up the pieces and start afresh. Right. So, you lying. I have not been here for no 52 minutes. That's crazy. Once you sit down and do this stuff, okay. I'll stay for about 10 more minutes. If y'all have any questions, put it in the chat, and I'll give you a 1-card response, and we'll go from there. And what deck will I use? I'm gonna get my relationship deck. And let's see some other energies that are coming out here really quickly. Do I have it over here? Or is it in here? Let's see. Let's see what the Prism deck is talking about. What's going on with the collective spirit? What is the energies of the collective that's here with me at 2 a.m.? Okay. So you guys have to work on your balance. Okay. Green can talk about Cancer. All right. There could be some kind of balance in your home that you need to work on. Okay. Balance is Libra. It can talk about relationships. But there's an energy of imbalance that's out here. Any other messages? Oh, I should have checked that one. Let me pull it. No, I don't feel comfortable. Disruption. There's some kind of energy that has been very disruptive to you guys. Okay. Hello, I'm a Leo. Okay, I'll do you, Ashley. Give me one sec. There could be some kind of disruption. All right. That's bringing this imbalance. All right. And you guys follow me on TikTok. I am on TikTok. What is my handle on TikTok? Free Love. F period, R period, E period, E period, LOVE. Okay. And I just did a reading over there. I forgot what I was saying about taking your energy back. Yeah, I just did a reading over there about taking your energy back. Okay. So there's a lot of disruptive forces that are taking you off of balance, and you're going to have to take control back. We're in Pisces season. Maybe 1 degree Pisces today. Yesterday was 0 degrees Pisces. And Pisces has a way of giving away their energy, okay? And so right now we need to focus on ourselves. We need to focus on our spiritual evolution. And let me just do one more. Well, 2 came out. Mystery and reflection. So there's a lot of things that going on right now that you guys are not going to understand. Okay. This is given like successes in the background. It's like you have to wait to see the success. This is like a Leo energy, that orange color there. But the mystery, as soon as I saw the mystery, I heard trickster, like that card that we were looking at earlier. Okay. But essentially, there's a lot of things that are going on that you guys are unaware of. And so when there's all these moving pieces, it's best to detach from what's going on in the world and to just kind of prepare yourself and stabilize yourself and balance yourself and your energies from these disruptive forces. Okay, it's very important that you do that right now. Okay, and then reflection came out. So there's some type of self-reflection you guys are going to have to do, because a lot of times we like to blame other people for the circumstances that we are in, when we were willing participants, and that there were signs that maybe we could have read a little earlier to reduce the fallout. Okay, so I'm coming, Ashley. Let me get this one deck over here, and I'll pull some cards for you. I ain't heard this song in a minute. Y'all want to hear this while I'm shuffling? Brighter days, the perfect one, and you forever will be. So always. All right. Okay, so Ashley, you said, let me go back here. You're a Leo and your person is a Pisces. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, what is the energy for Ashley? Ashley Aubrey, what is the energy between her and her person? What do they need to work on? Please give me the energy and the circumstances between Ashley and her person. Two cards came out for you, boo. Okay, so the Ten of Cups has come out. And then the Knight of Wands. So I can read this two ways. Okay. This looks like somebody has left the home. The Ten of Cups talks about family. It talks about happiness. It talks about a love. This even has a child in the love. So there could be a family, right? And then we have the Knight of Cups. So someone has physically left the home, or they're thinking about leaving the home, because the scepters is an action. It's a fire sign. So somebody wants to leave. Okay. So it's either physically happened or somebody wants to leave. Okay. I can give you one more card. Let me give you one more. Let me just use my other deck. Thank you. Is there a remedy for this? What's the remedy? What is the outcome? Okay. What is this one called again? So this card talks about, this. Okay, so the first that this card talks about is a danger. Okay, so this could be a situation maybe that is not best for you. This could be a situation that's not best for you. On the spiritual side, okay, this talks about the materialist or the spiritualist. So for you, Ashley, my suggestion is to maybe hone in on your spiritual practice, hone in on your spiritual walk. Okay, it can talk about feeling like a fool, and it can talk about having to start again, or feeling foolish having to start again. Okay, so just be mindful, just be careful. Pluto is a very Pluto is an energy where you can either cooperate with someone or you can coerce them. Okay, so just from this reading, someone could feel coerced, and that's why they're leaving. Somebody could be being coercive, and that's what took the flame out of the home. All right, because just the contrast of the vibrance of the 10 of cups and then the darkness of Pluto, right? So just be careful with Pluto. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. All right, so I hope that helps. But yeah, the 10 of cups always talks about a warmth in the home, and because it's reversed, that warmth is gone. It's like somebody blew out the candle. Okay, so again, meditation. This is Pisces season. Get into meditation. The only way to be free in Pisces season, free from the confinement, is meditation and balance and correct thinking. All right, you're welcome. Anybody else have a question? Let's see what's going on here. I'm not willing. Anything about my relationship? Okay, I got you, Ashley. Okay, if nobody else got no questions, I'm not staying out here till 3. Make sure you guys follow, subscribe. Let me know. And let me know your situations. I got some calendars coming out. Okay, I have some moon calendars coming out so that you guys know what's going on. Follow the moon. If you guys don't learn anything from me, get your chart. Go to astro.com tonight. Fill out everything. It'll take you 2 minutes and see your chart, and then come back tomorrow and ask me whatever questions you have. You guys can reach me. What's my email? You know, doing all this different stuff, like, you can put all this stuff on TikTok, all this information. I know you can do it here too. I'm lazy. I didn't feel like doing it. But what email should I give you guys? I think it's Lady Ninti, LadyNinti at nintikila.com. You can find me there. Okay. And something else I was gonna tell you guys. Oh, let me tell y'all. Let me tell you, since we're here. Okay. We've got our aloe. I've got some aloe for you guys. This will help you sleep. All right. Don't even worry about it. You take some of this aloe. I have peach. I have berry and mango. Okay. And then of course the regular aloe. All right. This will take care of you guys from the rooftop to the basement. All right. I want you guys to take a look at aloe. Put in whatever ailment you have, and then put aloe next to it, and you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about here. Okay. And I think you can find something in my bio up there. All right. So you guys are the best. Thank you for being out here with me tonight. I'm going to call it a night, and I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.